welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the J.A.M cast. This is your boy, just another man himp, and tonight we is discussing some aliens crap. So apparently, disclosure has been disclosed. I mean, the government's saying that it's been a while now that the government's admitted that there's aliens. So tonight we're gonna delve into a couple of videos that disturbing is really well, it may be unsettling. It's not like you see pictures of aliens or ganking people or nothing like that, but it's some pretty unsettling stuff. And but yeah, let's get right into it, man. Let's get on with the show, baby. Yes, sir. Alrighty, man. It is good to see y'all tonight. Zoko, what's up, my broski? You did come in at the perfect time. That is not a lie. Hope you're having a good one tonight, man. Hope you had a great weekend too, my man. Hope you had a great one. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's pull up. And screw it, I'll just use Chrome. I open Firefox and tax the 16 gigs of RAM I've got for this beast of a machine. But yeah, dude, it's been crazy lately. Let's see here. Let me go to playlist. I'll get this right one day soon. I'll get it right one day soon, I promise. Maybe. Kind of sorta, I don't know. But so y'all know I am a fan of the Jason A channel. Cause he has been like letting it come out, bro. I just want to start with this one, and I'm going to react to it. Like this video is a good one, bro. Oh shit, hold on, y'all hear it, but you can't see it. Only the best quality streams here. Okay, it's going full screen on the wrong screen. You shit biscuit. Would you go back? Thank you. Okay, and apparently I've already watched all of it, but I have not yet. All right, here we go. That's not here we go. That's here we go. Bro, I am so glad to get to be the hell out of that state. Y'all got no fucking idea. Like the hell with Jersey, bro. Patterson's towards northern Jersey. I used to live in South Jersey. Bro said nothing unusual was reported, but they are literally reporting on something unusual. The irony was not lost. Something fundamentally wrong with me. I don't. I don't think it's drones. Like, why all of a sudden would the U.S. military allow drones to fly over a base? Normally, if you fly a drone over a U.S. military base, they'll probably just shoot your ass down. It is what it is. You're no civilian can own airspace. From what I've been reading lately, and I may be 100% incorrect. If I am, I do urge you to look for yourself everything I'm saying tonight, and just put the puzzle pieces together for yourself. But I don't think it's drones, bro. Like it can't be drones. Like yes, drones can do crazy stuff. I've got a small one over there that can do crazy tricks, but I do not think it's drones. And I'll get on to what I think it really is uh, after we watch a couple of videos. Award-winning prediction. It looks like a star formation. Patterson, New Jersey. Fucking Jersey. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Oh, my bad, y'all. Totally unrelated, but that's a nice suit that gentleman has on. Bullshit. What the MIB come in and put on some glasses, say, "Oh, I need you all to look here for a second," and neuralize everyone. They just waiting for the tree to light up in Rockefeller Plaza. They just want to get a good view, baby. Why you got to pick on them? We got to welcome them. I don't know. See, this is an old ass video they're showing here. Uh, you got people peeping on her. I got two outside of my window. Honey, I don't think them's aliens. I think them's your neighbors. Oh my God, I am not right in the head at all, mate. At all. They're no longer officially known as a UFO now. They're now known as UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. Oh, spacebar. Bro, that wasn't an armory. Okay, look at what this was. They're flying over these places. Just look at what they're flying over. Oh shit! Wait a second. Fucking arsenal. Oh shit. That's right. Hey, come on now. Hey, come on now. Hey, I gotta get this one for posterity. Come on now. When I yeah, there you go. Go ahead. So that's going to be the headline of the decade, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think it's saved because I right click because I got fat fingers. Sorry. Oh no, it did save. Okay, cool. My bad. See, UAPs. Told you. Why not release the Epstein list after did Ghislaine die? No, that was Epstein that died. That's right. Epstein got Epstein in the hotel room. My bad, y'all. We'll never know. Oh, nice. Told you. It's crazy shit's happening, man. I'm telling you, crazy shit is happening. Why? Okay, if it, and it'll probably be 2 seconds after I say this. If it's buzzing that loud that you hear the fucking fan motors, you should be able to pick that up on camera. He said, it's typical of the government. Nefarious. Nosferatu. Drone. Some are, some ain't. I don't think we're gonna have full disclosure, and I first contact probably in 2025, maybe 26. Y'all know I'm crazy anyway, so fuck it. That's my prediction. So they say. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. We talking tinfoil hat shit. Hope you have a good evening. Oh wow. If they're drones, why are you saying it's advanced technology, bro? No, wait a minute. That don't make no fucking sense. Wait a minute. He just said that all their drones, we've been seeing them over Cherry Hill, going out towards Philadelphia. Bro, advanced technology in drones over military bases. Come on, bro. I've got a personal feeling that it's fallen angels. It's look up Project Bluebeam, and y'all already know I'm a devout Christian, and we are living in the days of Revelation. We are living through the end of the Bible. Prophecy is unfolding daily for us. It is truly one of the most exciting times to be alive. And I don't mean it's exciting as in what's going on in the world is exciting. It's no other point in history has humanity been this way. Well, recent recorded history. Project Bluebeam, yeah, look that up. Look that up. That and God, what was the other one? No, not Silverfish. That's something totally different. Not Horizon either. I forget the name of the other one. I'll think about it later. They don't know who it is, but they know it's drones, but with advanced technology. My balding ass and head. I wonder why. Here she goes again, bro. Here she goes again. Appropriate. Like, who deems, well, this video's over. And it's like she said, that doesn't tell me anything. But this channel, bro, it's, I highly recommend this channel. All right, let me see here. Get out of widescreen, you son of a bitch, you. All righty. Oh, yeah, give me that. Thank you. Sorry. Dude, this one was uploaded 4 minutes ago. 4 fucking minutes ago. 4 minutes. This is breaking. Merci beaucoup. Bon d'accord. I haven't seen this one yet, y'all. Well, I didn't see all of the last one, but oh, it's desktop audio. Fuck in.
You could, on the
I
other
hate
hand,
that. All right, it was only 3 minutes in. It's not
And
that
it
bad.
certainly seems like the world is
My bad, y'all.
going a little crazy right now. Yeah. And we'll be talking about that. Thank you very much for being here.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, good morning, Gio. This is
Oh,
one of the most
merci
extraordinary
beaucoup.
moments in the history of the Middle East.
also this morning, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announcing that his country's forces have seized a buffer zone in the Golan Heights established by a 1974 ceasefire agreement with Syria after Syrian troops abandoned their positions. Israel captured the Golan Heights in the 1967 Mideast War and annexed it. And now the international community except for the United States views as occupied Syrian territory.
You could, on the other hand, have rebel leaders who say, you know, I see the trend in the Middle East. It's going to be peace in the Middle East. It's not Iran. We don't like Iran. We see that the future of the Middle East is Arab-Israeli peace agreements. So you could have it the other extreme. I mean, I was with Henry Kissinger, Rachel, when he did the first 1973 disengagement
nice,
agreements
man. Be
after
nice.
the 1973 Arab-Israeli War.
I was about to roast her.
And Syria
But
was
I'm
always
ugly
the
as
hardest
shit,
nut
so I
to
can't
crack.
say nothing.
You know, Jordan, you could figure out Jordan, you could figure out Egypt, you could figure out the Saudis, you could figure out Israel. But Syria was always the hardest nut to crack because it's not one group. It's not one ethnic group in Syria. It's many ethnic groups. It's many tribes. And Bashar al-Assad's father was Hafez al-Assad. He was head of it then. But now you have nobody in charge. Now, that's a country that's been governed by one family for, what, 60 years? Not clear what happens next.
Breaking news on Syria, and this time related to Israel, and Israeli airstrikes are being reported by Reuters, saying that Israel has targeted customs headquarters and military intelligence in a security complex in the Kafr Susa district of Damascus.
President-elect Donald Trump reacting, saying that Syria is, quote, not our fight. The president-elect also calling on Russia to take this as a sign to end their war in Ukraine.
In fact, just today, U.S. forces conducted dozens of precision strikes, airstrikes, within Syria, targeting camps and operatives.
Celebrations in Damascus as crowds topple
Bro,
a
that
statue
reminds
after
me
a
of when
coalition
they
of
toppled
Islamist rebel
Saddam
groups called
Hussein's
HTS
statue.
sweep across Syria, taking control of the troubled country.
Taking control of major cities,
You had people up there lashing ropes around there, just like, they went Super Saiyan on that pull.
Rebel leaders said the city had been fully liberated. This is a historic moment that will distinguish between right and wrong, said the rebel leader Abu Muhammad al-Golani in a recorded video.
HTS was founded by Islamist rebel Abu Muhammad al-Golani. It emerged from a group known as Al-Nusra Front that he set up in 2011 in the early stages of Syria's war. Back then, under Golani's leadership, they were a direct affiliate of Al-Qaeda, but reportedly broke ranks with the group in 2017.
But make no mistake, this is truly an historic time in the Middle East. I don't think we've seen such an important moment in many years.
It certainly is, and we do expect a ripple effect of impacts throughout the region and around the world. With everybody watching right now, we're looking at some of these images of former President Bashar al-Assad of Syria right now on TV. We're getting reporting from Russian
wars, rumors of wars. The two most preached words, or the two most common and repeated words, are fear not. I mean, not only, is a biblically accurate angel right in front of you, but, of course he would tell the humans, hey man, chill, fear not. But even in Revelation, we're told to fear not, for these things must come to pass. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, I wouldn't be sharing this stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't. It's sadly, when you talk about Jesus, you don't get a lot of views. It is what it is. One person listens, 3 people listens. Thank y'all. Oh, 4. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Y'all are very awesome. Thank you so much. Zoko is prime pimp though, so mahalo to Zoko. Love you, bro. Uh, I truly thought that was a damn bug crawling on the ground. I was about to say, but I truly love each and every one of you. Like, my testimony is here on my channel. Uh, it, I care enough about y'all, even though I've never met y'all. Probably will never ever meet any of y'all. It would be cool to meet some of y'all in person. I mean, other than Sallow Dawn. Name drop, but shameless plug. But I truly do care about you and your soul. May not be talking. You may be watching this on VOD. You may be live with me right here, right now. And if you are, once again, thank you so much. Throw me a like, helps the channel grow. But if I didn't care about your souls, I wouldn't be talking about this. Like, that's one of the things that a true Christian is called to do, is to lead others. And like, I have made mistakes in the past, losing my cool when I shouldn't have. I get that, man. I'm human. I'm not perfect. The only perfect human to ever live was Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, or Yeshua of Nazareth. Sorry. I truly do care about your souls. Like, each and every one of you watching this, like I said, live, VOD, wherever, I care. And I love you. Even if nobody else on this earth loves you, I love you. And He, most importantly, loves you. Viewers that have been with me since pretty much day one know about Justin. We would talk about Jesus. We would, hang out, and I'd send him Bible passages every single day, and I still do that to a couple of my friends now. Blunt Hit, if you're out there, I love you, buddy. Hope you're all right, and come back, man. Love it when you're in the streams, bro. So you cool as you cooler than the other side of the pillow, baby. Yeah, all kinds. But all right, bullshit aside, I really care about your souls. I do. And even if nobody else does, I do. I want you to go to heaven. I want you to be with your loved ones. I want you to have no more pain, no more fear, no more anxiety, no more pain in your heart, emotionally, no more depression, no more anything fallen and unnatural. When God created the earth, He said it was good. And the word good is grossly overused now, just like awesome is. Uh, when the Bible says that some people are in awe, they are literally standing there going, like, just, oh, what am I looking at here, bro? And the segue into this, I truly think these are fallen angels. Like I said earlier, we are living in Revelation, man. We're living there. And I would like to see y'all in heaven. I would, just call on Him. As long, John 3:16, for whosoever believeth in Him shall not perish but have everlasting life. For Jesus so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son. Sorry, I did that backwards. I'm sorry. For Jesus so loved the world, or God so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son, so that whoever believeth in Him shall not perish but have everlasting life. That's why he said on the cross next to the thief, right before, literally, that the thief was, that was his final breath. And he chose to say, I believe, take me with you. And the Lord, right before the final moments, when he said, it is done. Oh, dude, if y'all know that, there's a beautiful video out there that I'll bring it up in a second to show you what really happened. Or a rendition of it, obviously. He said to him, fear not, you'll be in paradise with me today. But let's get back to this, man.
State media that he's now being held in Moscow.
This becomes a mini version of the global game. Turkey, Iran, to some extent, depending on their capabilities, Russia still, and the United States. Excuse me. You mentioned Trump has said, let's stay out. He put out a statement saying, let this play out, we're going to stay out. But as Rachel and you have both said, well, we've got 900 troops already there. We've been in this game. So it seems to me that we have a choice. We either remove those 900 troops, because you pointed out they're sitting ducks, they're targets to some extent now, or we have to double down. We have to go in more or pull out. I don't know how maintaining the course is a realistic, I hope. Look, we all hope for a great outcome and minimal U.S. investment. I'm just not sure that hope is a realistic hope.
So who are these anti-government forces in Syria, and what
Here goes another tree.
Rebel groups in Syria are various and diverse, but this lightning offensive was spearheaded by a group called HTS. It's made up of jihad fighters and is designated a organization by the UN, the US, Turkey,
Can't believe you got to bleep
countries.
the TERROIC. Why you got
like Muslims and Druze. You touched upon this earlier, but what can these groups expect now?
And also, I'm concerned about the Christian minority.
Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Ancient Christian groups. Some people say they were better, or at least somewhat protected under Assad, and that now they'll be exposed. But then I've seen contradictory things.
It's also a moment of risk and uncertainty.
With you on that podium every day is risk and
The
uncertainty.
United States will work with our partners and the stakeholders in Syria to help them seize an opportunity to manage the risk.
Yes, this was very much Biden taking credit for a shifting Middle East. Really remarkable. He said there have been a dozen airstrikes, U.S. airstrikes in Syria against targets. And I thought it was notable because he talked about we were able to get here because we supported Israel, not mentioning at all any of the massive criticism facing this U.S. president for the.
Hey, welcome to the
Gaza.
stream, y'all.
But, excuse me, but what he is saying is that he's going to be out of office in just over a month's time.
Hold on one second. OBS reconnected. See, you preach about God, this is what happens. Okay, we get OBS?
So he's talking about sending people to the region, probably Bill Burns, the CIA director, but we don't know that yet. He was not very specific on that, but saying that we're going to provide aid to the neighboring countries, aid to the Syrian people. That's not his call. That's going to be up to U.S. Incoming President Donald Trump, who has said the U.S. should have nothing to do with this. He went in his first term and tried to pull the U.S. troops out of Syria, ended up leaving about 400. There are about 900 now. So anything that Biden has just promised the region,
It just doubled.
people of Syria, taking this victory lap, if you will, is really not going to come to anything because he's leaving office.
We also know that President-elect Trump has been.
Biden will go down as the worst president in U.S. history. Screw Jimmy Carter. Like, I wasn't around for that. I've done my research on him, and he was nowhere near as bad as this crap. Like, Biden is just giving money away. He went through the National Oil Reserve like a year or two ago, I believe.
Watching all of these developments very closely, and he posted earlier about Syria being a mess. He pointed out, he said, Syria is not our friend. The United States should have nothing to do with it. This is not our fight. Let it play out. do not get involved. That was a quote from President Trump on social media, but he also
We
suggested
got
that
no
perhaps
business
this
being
could
in
be an
this war.
opening for
Just
a
like we had
ceasefire
no business in
conversation
Vietnam,
between
bro.
Russia
And look
and
what happened in
Ukraine.
Vietnam.
So the implications there being that clearly whatever's happening in Syria is not just an issue for that country, but one for the entire region. And it's something we're going to continue to follow here on ABC News.
There's also reports of Israel bombing the main research center in the Syrian capital. This report says that that was long suspected of being used by Iran to develop long-range guided missiles. That, of course, Iran, a close ally of President Bashar al-Assad.
Are we going to see tanks rolling into Syria from other countries? Are we going to? What are you looking for over the next week in terms of countries trying, outside forces trying to help stabilize things?
Well, there already are Israeli operations going on along that border area right now in order to protect Israel. And like I said, it's public information now that Israel's worked with around a dozen rebel groups in order to help protect itself in that part of the area. So I don't foresee anyone besides maybe the Turks really getting involved there militarily. There's already some fighting between some of the rebel groups, and Turkey and its proxies are going to.
When he said the Turks, I swear it sounded like he said turds. I swear it sounded like he said turds.
To probably want to move very quickly to attack the Syrian Democratic Forces that are allied with the United States.
What, in your view, should the U.S. do about Syria?
Well, I think we do have our national security at stake there. Look, this most sizable portion of that Syrian opposition is made up of Hayat Tahrir al-Sham. And we have to be concerned about in Syria, as well as Syria's chemical weapons stockpile. So a mix of and a chemical weapons stockpile is, of course, of grave concern to us and our allies in the region. We also have to be concerned about spillover into Jordan and Israel, and also the potential that that more fighting will ensue, that this is just the beginning of a follow-on civil war.
And this was something that President Trump was right about in his first term. The United States, because of our own energy, newly discovered and new technologies, we now have enough oil and natural gas to power the entire world for hundreds of years, cheaper, safer, cleaner than any other country, any other region of the world. So the Middle East has been embroiled forever, going back to the days of Jesus, if not before, by just warfare between tribes. But what made it important to the rest of the world was the oil. And now that oil is far less important. Syria doesn't have any oil, but everybody else in the region does. But now
what you mean oil ain't important? What do you
replace Russia as the world's energy hub, as we have not only energy independence but energy dominance? That part of the world becomes a very different place. If they don't figure out, those countries don't figure out some new game, some new way of having a strong economy, they're toast. And that was the genesis of President Trump's Abraham Accords. So maybe this group, if they can figure out who's in charge of this group, maybe they can find a way to peace.
I mean, we've become accustomed to the President of the United States abroad, falling asleep in front of African dignitaries or wandering off into the Amazon rainforest. So, clearly Trump yesterday, but it is more than that, as you know.
Homeboy, bro, why you gotta say it like that? No, I gotta hear that again. This is serious, but that was.
Maybe they can find a way to.
Oh, bro, this is good.
We've become accustomed to the President of the United States abroad, falling asleep in front of African dignitaries or wandering off into the Amazon rainforest. So, clearly Trump passed that bar with his appearance yesterday. But it is more than that. As you note, Zelensky is now talking about a potential peace deal.
But Jill Biden was there. Look at this picture of them sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks starry-eyed. I really do believe she voted for him. Look at that.
I
mean, that's true love.
You just vote for me. So I can't do a good Trump impression.
Voted for?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't. My nephew can, but I can't.
It was really the power dynamic.
He was killing it last night with Cards Against Humanity, bro. Shout out Patrick, man. I love you, nephew. All right, let me do this.
Exactly.
Because
The whole room, it was really, the power dynamics in that room were pretty amazing. There was not a set of eyes in the room that was not on Donald Trump the entire time.
Right.
Yes.
oh, hey, thanks, Oko, man. I appreciate that, man. That's some love right there, brother. That is some love. Thank you, broski. I appreciate that, man. Alrighty. See, that was literally where's the timestamp where it tells you when it come out? Literally 25 minutes ago. It's weird. Alrighty. There's one or two more I want to go through. One of it's a long one, two if they're like under say minute. We need oh. Okay. Where is that stupid? Oh. Thank you. All right, let's see. This one was the other day, I think.
A former Israeli space official says he has proof. He's claiming that there is a, quote, galactic federation Stop it, Al.
He also explains that President Trump both knows about them and was on the verge of disclosing their existence, only to be persuaded not to by the Federation in order to avoid mass hysteria and panic here on Earth. Apparently,
The
humanity
Federation.
just still has a long way to go.
You know, I want to look
some
something up.
the gravity of their presence.
I want to look at the meaning of that.
Of a galactic federation, which
I know what a
interestingly
federation
enough, echoes
is.
statements
A
made in
galactic
2005
federation.
by former Canadian Defense Minister Paul Hellyer about visits by extraterrestrials to Earth as well. Very shocking statements.
Oh, that's the. I just remember the name of the other one. Zoko. Look up Operation. No. Operation. Oh, damn it, not fish hook. Why did I hit? MK Ultra is one you can look up. I mean, that's probably the best known one out of everything, though, is MK Ultra. And I'm not talking about Mortal Kombat. Just fucking at it. On the tip of my tongue. I hate that shit. Oh, it's not an operation. Look up the experiment. No, it is an operation. All right, let me give it to you this way. Look up this. Look up the Glocken. It means the bell in German. Look that up. That's a wonderful rabbit hole to go down. And also look up Operation Paperclip. And things will start making a little bit more sense. But honestly, the Glocken, that's oh bro, that's some shit right there. That's some
But
make you think.
extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof.
In an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said the aliens have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand.
Hold on, I apologize. Come on. There we go. Just want to show this one real quick here because it's a little fucked up. Yeah, it's me. I died. This was in 2020, bro. 2020. Critters was up there. Where the hell that? Oh well, I'll get it later. I was gonna zoom in on that.
Understand in general what space and spaceships are.
After 30 years at the helm of the Israeli space security program, and after receiving 3 Israeli security awards, retired Israeli general and respected professor Chaim Eshed is now unveiling that yes, there are aliens.
Yeah, the Nazi bell. Yeah, dude. Like, look into what they were trying to do. And also, there's this video. I'll link it to you. I'll look for it while this is playing. So I'm gonna be quiet for a change.
Among us, yes, Israel has made contact with them, and no, humanity is not ready for them. Also, before you start doubting his words, the 87-year-old Eshed was clear in his recent interview with Yediot Ahronot News that he's not talking about immigration, but rather about a galactic federation complete with an underground base on Mars.
Running an underground Mars base with the U.S. in a secret pact. He went on to say that the aliens will not reveal themselves until humanity can reach a point where they fully understand space, spaceships. This former space official also claims that President Trump knows about the alien existence, but was asked not to say anything to avoid the mass hysteria.
Parallax. We also got eyes on a new video of.
I got one question. Rewind that for a second.
Hysteria.
Parallax. We also got eyes on.
But was asked not to say anything to avoid the mass hysteria.
Parallax. We also got eyes on a new video of a reported.
Like,
UAP.
honestly, if you told people nowadays that, hey, bro, aliens exist, I was just smoking a bowl with Blim Blap from the Omicron Persei. Shout out if you get that reference. Like, I don't think it'd be like, it's like that scene in Jurassic Park where he goes, no, or he yells something, he goes, see, nobody cares. Like, we already suspect it, but it's telling y'all it's not going to be. They're extraterrestrial in the sense that they don't belong here because their home was perfection.
The Pentagon is marking as resolved. This one was taken back in 2018 while Mount Etna in Italy was erupting. You see an object appear to be flying through gas clouds and volcanic ash, but again, through video analysis and 3D modeling,
okay, I
the
gotta
Pentagon
find
is
video
determining
for you,
that this
Zoko.
was a balloon drifting in the wind. Now, not all the investigations, though.
Bro, a balloon drifting in the wind is going to go through hot ash erupting from a volcano. Really? No, 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 no. No, that's a. No, that's stupid.
Are
That's
cut and dry.
stupid.
Over 750 plus reports of UAPs were referred to the Pentagon to look into. So far, at least 21 of them are still a mystery. We heard testimony about several of those cases today, including a law enforcement officer's account of some sort of floating orb. Take a listen to this.
A blacker than black object. He said it was about the size of a Prius, 4 to 6 feet wide.
Yeah, that's it, Prius. Okay, I just want to make sure.
And as he got
Space
40
Prius.
to 60 meters away from the object, it tilted up about 45 degrees, and then it shot up vertically. He says 10 to 100 times faster than any drone he's ever seen before. It emitted very bright red and blue lights that illuminated the inside of his vehicle as brightly as if someone had set off fireworks just outside his vehicle.
Habitation on the moon. We can visit other people with their habitation. We can keep track. If there's something very important to be developed from the moon, I'm not sure what it is right now.
This was back in, I want to say early 2000s, maybe 2010s. I don't know. I think it was around 2008, but don't quote me on that at all.
Now, and I sure think we should identify what it is for America to make such gross expenditures again for human habitation on the moon. We can help. We can join with. Together, we can explore the moon and develop the moon. We should go boldly where man has not gone before. Fly by the comets, visit asteroids, visit the moon of Mars. There's a monolith there, a very unusual structure on this little potato-shaped object that goes around Mars once in 7 hours. When people find out about that, they're going to say, who put that there? Who put that there? Well, the universe put it there. If you choose, God put it there. Maybe.
Do you believe in aliens?
Well, I will say this, the intelligence community, large sectors of it believe in aliens.
Really?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. It's a big, I mean, they're constantly discussing these things. Yes. And if you look at the global elite, you know, and you wonder, well, I don't want to blame the world banksters for this, that's a conspiracy theory. Then who is pulling on those strings? Okay. Could there be another kind of entity, aliens, demons, whatever? Could there be something that's pulling their strings that the global banksters know about, right? And they're taking orders from, but they're being totally concealed and hidden from the public. This is a viable hypothesis, and it's one that the intelligence communities don't reject.
It's funny you posted.
Which is, kind of neither here nor there, because the intelligence communities themselves could be run by aliens, for all we know.
People are going to be laughing when you say that there are aliens.
Extra-dimensional beings.
Well, let them laugh.
Yes.
Okay, but they won't be able to come up with any supporting argument against what I'm saying. They don't know enough.
Well,
they're ignorant.
It's funny that you mention aliens and demons in the same breath, because I don't particularly believe in aliens. I mean, what do I know? There are a lot of things I don't know about. But I certainly believe that demons exist. Because I'm pretty confident that demons exist. I'm less confident that aliens exist.
Thank you.
But the thing is, a lot of people are reporting that they're seeing these UFOs and
the tic-tac.
other strange alien-suggestive phenomena.
So what is something like, they call it the tic-tac, of these weird UFOs that seem to violate the laws of physics?
Correct. Basically, they look like, little blobs of light or spheres that can commit these maneuvers that are totally against the laws of physics as we understand them, right? They look like they have mass, but somehow they're not subject to inertia. They can turn on a dime on a right angle and continue at the same speed. They can accelerate at, a tremendous G forces. Okay, how can that happen?
Do you have any theory?
Well, yes, I do. But it's it's fairly involved. Basically, when you reduce the world to telesis, you understand that reality consists of a merging of mind and matter. It's an interplay, of the two.
It's not just stuff, and it's not just pure abstraction.
It can be real without necessarily being a completely physical phenomenon. Okay? In other words, there can be a mental component to it. Right? And that is what I think is happening here. I think that actually there's something to it. The number of people that report UFO incidents is simply too large. People aren't, they're not all liars. They don't run around risking their reputations by saying, okay, I'm going to make a nut out of myself and say, these UFOs exist.
But couldn't they just be nuts?
Well, I suppose they could.
But you're saying there's too many.
I'm saying it's very improbable that they are. I mean, because not that many people are that nutty.
J.A.M. is making the extraordinary claim that the United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years. Not immigrants, but extraterrestrials.
Immigrants.
He has called them the Galactic Federation of Aliens. And he says President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria. Well, the retired general says the US and Israel have kept it from the public because, quotes, humanity isn't ready and the aliens don't want to reveal themselves until humanity can evolve, he says, and understand what space really is. Well, the good news is that he claims an agreement has been reached between the US government and the aliens, a contract to do experiments here. There's also, he says, a secret underground base on Mars where there are American and alien
I found that video for you, Zoko. One second, bro.
Former head of a branch of Israel's defense ministry is 87. He was very well respected, at least until now. And he said all this in an interview with an Israeli newspaper in Hebrew. But
hey, what's up, Ether? How you doing, bro? Thanks for coming by the stream, my main man.
He says he's come forward now in the hope that his news will be accepted as true. He notes that if he'd made these claims 5 years ago, he would be hospitalized, but now he says
Zoko said, I wonder if maybe someday we can travel at light speed by taking apart our particles, because moving at the speed of light with any mass would equal the energy infinite, which is possible. Accelerate the particles and reform them back together. Nothing. Oh, nothing much. Just swinging by. I appreciate you coming by, Ether. I really do, man. Listen, you know what, Ether? It's just for you, Broski. I love you, man. Here you go. Nice golf clap for you. I appreciate you coming by, man. I love you, bro. You know I do. I get what you're saying, though. Kind of like in Star Trek and well, not so much Star Wars, but Star Trek, they have the beam technology where technically you take yourself down to atoms and you go up and you get reassembled. The only, and you're right, the faster you go, closer to the speed of light, the more infinite energy you're going to need to keep pushing forward to the speed of light. I think the absolute, we've got particles to go to 99.99997% of the, or let me not make a complete total turd out of myself. Let me just look this up. Okay, let me see. How fast have we got? Oh, no. How close? Stop hitting the print all button because you got fat fingers on the keyboard, you heifer. Bro, I hit backspace and this shit was trying to print ass. Stop, or save ass. Stop it. How close to the speed of light have I- we have not yet reached the speed of light. Well, no fucking shit. The theory of special relativity shows that the particles of light, photons, travel through a vacuum at a constant pace of 670,616 629 miles per hour. That's weird that it's got 666 in it. Anyways, it's a weird coincidence, you know. No, clap. Hey, there you go, man. No mass but momentum. Yeah, but the more momentum you got, though, that's why it curves up to, you need infinite energy to hit the speed of light. If you were to travel at 99.99 the speed of light from Earth to Alpha Centauri and back, it would take roughly 8 years and 8 months. The theory especially to show that travel. I don't. Close to 7 million miles per hour. What the fuck? Oh, that's 1%. Can humans? Okay, so we haven't even reached 1% of it. I'm sorry. I thought we were able to accelerate a particle higher than that, but yeah. Zoko, you might know the answer to this, bro. Well, if I could spell right. How close to the speed of light have particles gotten in Large Hadron Collider? CERN is short for Cernunnos, by the way. Let's see. After 20 minutes, they reach their final energy while doing 11,245 circuits of the LH ring per second. Holy shit, that is fast. Okay, particles in a Large Hadron Collider at close to the speed of light, they enter the LHC at 99.99978. So I was right, 28 at the speed of light, and after acceleration reached 999.99991% of the speed of light. The LHC ring is made up of both straight and curved sections. Yeah, it's just like, it's like a big ass. It it's a circle, but it's big enough to where it kind of has a straight line they have to go through. Here, let me show you. I'll show you a picture of the Large Hadron Collider. Let's see. Let me see. Photos. Not OIF. Bro, tell me that don't look like an octagram. Tell me that doesn't look like a fractal. Oh, my brain's getting fried. Light is very complicated. Yeah, light is, dude. Like, oh, wait a minute. It says like a particle, but shouldn't it have mass? Or is energy the mass? Well, if anything's got mass, the closer you get to speed of light, the more mass you gain. So that's why I don't think we'll ever break the speed of light, dude. That's like the universal speed limit of the universe. Universal. Maybe multiversal. Who fucking knows? There could be another dimension that we're unaware of that has like reverse physics. Like maybe going slow at the speed of light is what they're trying to do. I don't know. Maybe they're so advanced, everything just time accelerates faster for them and they grow faster and I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But if you look at this right here, that right there, and then you look at, let me do this because sometimes this can bring up shit that might get me shit canned on this platform. Frank. Here you go. Images of an octagonal fractal. Look at that. Tell me, where'd it go? Son of a bitch. I'll pull it up. No, in my J's, I'm just gonna put LHC. Where was that picture of it? Shit, just had some bitch. Well, I'll just use this as an example. This is, it looks like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I don't know what that's called. Like I'm smart, but I don't know the word for that. Let me go to, there it is. There's a picture I'm looking for. Okay. So you got this heifer right here, right? Now look at an octagonal fractal and tell me that this does not mimic nature. Look at that, bro. That's almost a damn dead ringer for the Large Hadron Collider, gentlemen. Like, this is why you get some people that say we are all wavelengths. Like, our atoms are vibrating, on the universal current, you could call it. And we're vibrating so fast that we look like we're standing still. Our atoms are moving, but I'm standing still. I mean, do you get what I'm saying there? Probably not, because I'm a dummy, but I was trying here. But that looks not just like it, but damn near to it, bro. Like damn near to that. I wish I could superimpose these two images over each other on the internet, but bro, look. Like they are trying to rip open a portal to another dimension or create a small scale Big Bang. I mean, they've already found the Higgs boson, they found muons, gluons, tachyons, like all of these different ons, basically. But yeah, and this is a 3D octagonal fractal stock illustration, and that's a piece of the Large Hadron Collider. That's 6 years ago. That's 2 years ago. Like Stranger Things is pretty much real without Vecna and the Demogorgon and all that shit coming after you. That would be pretty badass if it did, though.
I've got nothing to lose. Well, so far, President Trump has not tweeted about this, though remember a year ago he did
Send
set
you
up
that
the
video
Space
right
Force
now,
as the fifth
Yoko.
branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. Well, we did ask the White House, the Department of Defense, and Israeli officials to comment. So far, they have not responded to the NBC News request. And I wonder if
There you
they
go,
ever will.
buddy. I just put you a link in YouTube for it. Okay, let's see. We'll take a look at one more. Sling and Stone is
Why did the
another
United
great good
States
channel.
invade Iraq? Falling buildings,
I can't remember
oil,
if I showed y'all
weapons
this
of
or
mass
not.
destruction, or maybe it wasn't any of these reasons. One theory suggests that Iraq was in possession of a Stargate first used during the time of Nebuchadnezzar.
Okay, it's funny you say Stargate. Show you something else. We're going on a journey tonight, Jill. Okay. Was the Air Force overseeing the TV show? Stargate. That finger hit all caps. Uh, 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 Here it is. Now, the Department of the Air Force, through the Air Force One, or the Air Force Office of Office of Public Affairs, Entertainment Liaison in Los Angeles. When does the fucking U.S. Air Force have a entertainment liaison? Like, it just makes me think they're taking like science secrets and all this and going, here, this is how it is. Just make a fucking movie out of it. Cooperated closely with the Stargate SG-1 producers before the beginning of the series. Page has to load. Okay, I get Wikipedia. You're broke. So am I. So leave me alone. I've got no money. I don't see you donating $2.75 to me. Damn Wikipedia. Shut up. Let me see. And it's weird they use ancient Egyptian gods, some of the enemies, well, some of the resistance in this show. Let's see. Where is what I just fucking found? You know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do this. No, I'm not. Nope. Oh, I guess I'm not. No, I guess we're just not doing this. I'm just trying. I've opened 3 damn pages to the same thing. That is old man shit. It really is. Base. Why did? There we go. Why did the U.S. Air Force get put in charge of the Stargate program? It says the discount is cyber. Oh, wait a minute. For reasons, USAF was probably the most willing to cooperate with the show. The show's level of involvement with the branch is pretty legendary now, and I think the show was looking for one of the branches to be heavily involved from the get-go. And the U.S. Okay, show reasons. I think it's currently given mistaken, so that also makes sense. Why didn't the Stargate program, controlled by an independent military intelligence group, NID, created for that purpose? Or why wasn't there more of JSOC approach to the running of the SG teams. Okay, this is not what I thought it was going to be. I read it for you nonetheless, though. But there's rumors that the reason why the Air Force oversaw this was because they wanted to get the technology right. And if you think about it, every classic Portal, look at the video game Portal itself. That looks like a fucking Stargate, man. Like, I know we out on some left field shit tonight, but bro, Aliens is coming to visit us, and I would love to give y'all a heads up on it. That's what it is. Let's see here. Yeah.
There's also evidence that they had knowledge of the giant Nephilim Gilgamesh and his tomb and ancient artifacts with supernatural powers. The 2003 invasion of Iraq was a military action led by the United States and its allies, which resulted in the toppling of President Saddam Hussein's regime. In the years leading up to that invasion, Saddam Hussein had an obsession with rebuilding Babylon and being the next Nebuchadnezzar. Inside the abandoned Babylon that Saddam Hussein built. In the 1980s, during the Iran-Iraq War, Saddam Hussein became obsessed with the Babylonian ruler Nebuchadnezzar, who's notorious for waging bloody wars to seize large swaths of current-day Iran and Israel. Saddam saw himself as a modern reincarnation of Nebuchadnezzar, and to prove it, he spent millions building a massive reconstruction of Babylon. Here's where the Stargate theory comes into play. While Saddam Hussein was rebuilding Babylon on his journey to be like Nebuchadnezzar, there's theories and claims that he had found the location of the fiery furnace told to us in the book of Daniel. King Nebuchadnezzar had invaded Israel in the year 589 BC. After the attack, he had taken back to Babylon 3 very faithful followers of God, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. One day, King Nebuchadnezzar made a decree that when a horn blew in the land, everyone had to go and bow and worship the image of Nebuchadnezzar. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego disobeyed this order and would not worship the false idol. This led Nebuchadnezzar to throw the 3 men into a fiery furnace, burning 7 times hotter than they had ever burned it before. While in the fiery furnace, Jesus came and protected the 3 men so they weren't harmed. Then King Nebuchadnezzar was astonished, and he rose in haste and spoke, saying to his counselors, "Did we not cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire?" They answered and said to the king, "True, O king." "Look," he answered, "I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they are not hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God." This fiery furnace being the location of a supernatural event are what some people are claiming is a Stargate or a location to a portal or the spiritual realm. The claims that are in support of this theory are saying that the person is Iraq, but theories that Iraq has possession of evidence of Nephilim or ancient supernatural artifacts or the tomb of Gilgamesh has a lot more evidence to back up those claims. It's disturbingly easy to buy Iraq's archaeological treasures. US forces invaded the country 15 years ago this week and left behind a booming trade in looted artifacts. When the United States invaded Iraq, there's claims that one of the first things that they did was raided museums and locations that had ancient artifacts. Iraq War. When Baghdad fell, the country's treasures were lost. US forces failed to protect Iraq's cultural heritage after the 2003 invasion, leading to thousands of artifacts disappearing. It happened early in the US invasion and quickly. On the 10th of April 2003, the first looters entered the National Museum of Iraq as American troops advanced into Baghdad. Over the next 36 hours, these thieves ransacked the institution, which was founded in 1923 and dedicated to preserving the country's vast heritage. The New York Times called the looting of the museum and its invaluable collection of archaeological artifacts,
Heathens, bro,
many of which
heathens.
dated to the early days of human culture
What's
and
up, Vic? How
civilization,
you doing,
one
bro?
of the greatest
Ski, thanks for
cultural
coming by,
disasters
man.
in
I
recent
love you, my
Middle
bro.
Eastern history.
We discussing.
Though the museum staff
We discussing 10 hat shit tonight, bro. Or 10-4 hat shit tonight.
were able to safely store over 8,000 artifacts with little external support, still more than 15,000 historical objects disappeared within 2 days. A lot of testimonies have come out by people engaged in the initial invasion, saying that archaeologists were present with the military. Multiple testimonies have stated that when entering these museums and other locations housing artifacts after the initial raid, showed that the artifacts made of gold and silver with high monetary value weren't taken. It appeared that they knew exactly what artifacts they were after, and these may have had supernatural origins. One of the main things the military may have been after was discovering the tomb of Gilgamesh, a Nephilim offspring of the fallen angels, who was said to be 17 feet tall. This might sound like a wild conspiracy theory, but a Freedom of Information Act connected to Hillary Clinton's emails in 2018 had a very peculiar email within its pages, requesting documents pertaining to the resurrection chamber of Gilgamesh, the location of his body, and the location of the buried Nephilim. Gilgamesh was a hero in ancient Mesopotamian mythology. He was also the historical 5th king of the Sumerian city-state of Uruk. Gilgamesh was viewed as a god and ruler of the city-state Uruk, and depictions of him show that he was a giant, famously holding a lion like you would a normal house cat. People have sought out supernatural powers since the beginning of time. Locating the tomb of a Nephilim like Gilgamesh may have been the reason why the United States invaded Iraq. We now know that the initial reason for the invasion, Iraq having weapons of mass destruction, turned out to be not true, and no such weapons were ever found. This may have been the cover story to invade and locate a connection to the fallen angels and their offspring to utilize their power. In 2003, around the same time of the initial invasion into Iraq, the BBC released an article saying that the tomb of Gilgamesh had been located. Gilgamesh tomb believed found.
Gilgamesh
Archaeologists in Iraq believe they may have
Tell
found
me this
the
ain't
lost
the year
tomb
of
King
crazy
Gilgamesh, the
crap.
subject of the oldest book in history.
The Giants, yeah.
In the book,
I'll be back,
actually
brother.
a
I
set
gotta
of
put
inscribed
kids in
clay
the bath.
tablets,
You got it, man.
Gilgamesh was described as having been buried under the Euphrates, in a tomb apparently constructed when the waters of the ancient river parted following his death. We
Yeah, if I'm still here, man, I'd love to have you back, broski. You already know.
found just outside the city, an area in the middle of the former Euphrates River, the remains of such a building which could be interpreted as a burial. The most surprising thing was that we found structures already described by Gilgamesh. Practically no more information has been released on that discovery since that initial article. The United States' involvement in stealing artifacts out of Iraq has become well known since the initial invasion. 20 years after the US invasion, where are Iraq's antiquities? Thousands of artifacts are being shipped back to Iraq, but many more were taken during the post-invasion looting. The years following the United States invasion of Iraq in 2003 saw large numbers of antiquities stolen, both from museums such as the Iraq National Museum, but also because of illegal excavations at archaeological sites throughout the country. The coordinated effort of invading Iraq over false pretenses, going straight to museums, looting artifacts from a region that's one of the oldest in the world, and actually partaking in archaeological digs ran by the military sure looks like they were after some sort of specific items. 13 years ago, the TV show Decoded aired an episode on the Spear of Destiny. The Spear of Destiny is the name given to the spear that pierced Jesus Christ's side while he was on the cross being crucified for the sins of the world. This clip may shed some light on certain organizations and groups of people seeking after artifacts that they believe will give them supernatural power.
And he wound up being one of the people that I drove and bodyguarded for.
Right, and someone you knew and got to know.
Very well, yes. Okay. He says, well, what would you think if I told you that he was the one who stole it from me?
Okay, your boss stole the Spear of Destiny from Adolf.
Yeah. Well, he says my boss was part of a group. They call themselves, what I was told was the B'nai HaNephilim, the sons of the fallen, disciples of Lucifer. And just so that you understand, they believe that the God of the Bible is evil. And they believe that Lucifer is good.
This is your boss's secret cabal.
This is their
believes
secret.
That the God that we all know is the bad guy.
Is the bad guy. That spear is the one that they believe when the temple is rebuilt in the city of David, their man, the person that they had handpicked, was at some point going to walk into the Holy of Holies, take the blade and shed his own blood, and then proclaim himself to be the Messiah. And then these sons of the fallen, they plan on ruling the world.
Now, the key thing to me is you don't believe that Lucifer's the good guy in the story.
No.
You're not trying to tell us that all this happened, but you're saying that whether it's true or not, it doesn't matter. But the idea is that these people still exist today.
They still exist today.
They're still out there now.
As far as I know.
And they're still either hunting for that spear or have that spear.
That's what they say.
It makes sense that power-hungry individuals would be seeking after supernatural power if they could attain it. And it appears that there are people who are looking for supernatural artifacts or any connection to the fallen angel bloodline, the Nephilim, that they can find. This has led many people, myself included, to be skeptical of companies like 23andMe and these ancestry DNA collection companies and what they're actually doing with the data that they collect. Is it possible that they're in search of specific bloodlines or even looking for Nephilim DNA? Whatever the case is, it has recently come out that 23andMe did not keep their users' DNA collections private. A large privacy breach took place with over 7 million of their users' information being leaked. There are people who don't like God, people who think that he is the bad guy. Some of these people might be out there looking for supernatural objects or Nephilim fallen bloodlines to try to personally usher in the Antichrist, who will be accompanied by supernatural power signs and lying wonders. The coming of the lawless one is according
to the working of Satan, which that is not, the word Satan is not a name, it's a title. It means the greatest adversary with all power, signs, and of lying wonders. 2 Thessalonians 2:9.
Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. Attempting to attain supernatural powers isn't a new concept. In the ancient past, in modern-day Iraq, formerly known as Babylon, there was a king named Nimrod. This king and the people who lived there attempted to construct the Tower of Babel, a tower they wanted to build to try and exalt themselves up to the level of God. And they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower whose top is in the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth." So the Lord scattered them abroad from there over the face of all the earth, and they ceased building the city. Therefore its name is called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of all the earth. And from
That's where we get the term, like when somebody's just rambling on like I do most of the time, it's called babbling. That's where we get it from. Literally, the word Babel, to Babel, comes from the Tower of Babel, which is most likely the ziggurat of Ur nowadays.
there the Lord scattered them abroad over the face of all the earth. People tried to exalt themselves up to the level of God then and failed, and they will try again in the future and fail every single time. The end times war of the Battle of Armageddon is the kings of the earth gathering together in the valley of Megiddo to try and fight Jesus Christ at his second coming. And I saw the beast, the kings of the earth, and their armies gathered together to make war against him who sat on the horse and against his army. But just like Nimrod was defeated, the Tower of Babel destroyed, and the people scattered, Jesus will easily defeat these armies with just the word of his mouth. Then the beast was captured, and with him the false prophet who worked signs in his presence, by which he deceived those who received the mark of the beast and those who worshipped his image. These two were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone, and the rest were killed with the sword which proceeded from the mouth of him who sat on the horse, and all the birds were filled with their flesh. Stargates, portals, supernatural artifacts, there's evidence that these things do exist. The world is more supernatural than many people believe, and this will only increase as we head into the future. People will try to harness supernatural powers and use them for their own purposes, trying to exalt themselves up to the level of God. But they will continue to fail just as they have every single time in the past. Even the Antichrist and false prophet, who will get closer than anyone else
I keep checking on
such
Faith.
powers,
I'm not
will
falling
ultimately be
asleep. I'm
thrown
looking
into
at
hell,
Faith. She's
along with
literally
Satan,
right
fallen
there.
angels, and anyone who rejects Jesus
Right
Christ. Revelation 19 describes Jesus' absolute power and how he will with ease destroy all evil off the face of the earth. Jesus is the only one you want to be following and putting your trust in. His power is above everything created. His word alone will destroy all the forces who try to rise up against him at the Battle of Armageddon. Now I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he who sat on him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he judges and makes war. His eyes were like a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. He had a name written that no one knew except himself. He was clothed with a robe dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God. And the armies of heaven, clothed in fine linen, white and clean, followed him on white horses. Now out of his mouth goes a sharp sword, that with it he should strike the nations, and he himself will rule them with a rod of iron. He himself treads the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty God, and he has on his robe and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Where's my girl? You're a grumbly girl. You're a grumbly girl. You're a grumbly girl. Okay. Hold on, Poopa. Alrighty, guys. With that, I think we're gonna end on it with the show here. Sorry, I'm an idiot. So yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Victor, Salas, you're already on to it. Zoko, thank you for coming by tonight. Louis, stop your crap. Alrighty. Zoko, thank you for coming by tonight. Ethereal Leon, you man, myth, and absolute legend. Wait, when did I delete a message? I didn't delete a message. What was my fucking... Did I? Okay, I can't see that. I'm sorry I deleted your message, bro. I did not mean to do it. I truly did not. But yeah, thank y'all for coming out. Love each and every one of y'all. Have a wonderful, safe, beautiful night. And I will see y'all tomorrow for some Terraria or Doom tomorrow. Sorry, Doom. I love y'all. Have a good night.